And perhaps I would request a CMH referral before she's released.
Please, please, you out your mind.
Today, we definitely have a nutcase here in court, and you'll see just how much modern women are able to get away with in America. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time, let's go ahead and jump into it.
On the record in State of Michigan versus Joanne Renee Jackson. Appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jacob Sartz IV, Assistant Public Defender, here on behalf of Ms. Jackson for this appearance and this appearance only. I'll note that Ms. Jackson is very insistent that she does not want me to appear, but I will be handling today's arraignment. Thank you.
Thank you. Are you Joanne Renee Jackson on the video?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Jackson, this is your arraignment. What I have here is a felony complaint. This alleges the on or about. The first count is assault with a dangerous weapon, that you did make an assault upon Jeffrey Mills with a dangerous weapon, a knife, but without intending to commit the crime of murder or to inflict great bodily harm less than the crime of murder. This is a felony punishable by 4 years and or $2,000 DNA to be taken upon arrest. Consecutive sentence may be imposed if the assault was committed in a place of confinement. Do you understand the charge and the possible penalty, Ms. Jackson?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay, so I'm not asking whether you agree with it, but just that you're accused of assault with a dangerous weapon and that you could be punished by up to 4 years in prison. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I understand. Yes.
Okay. Now you have the right to have an attorney in this matter. If you cannot afford one, we can see if the public defender will represent you. You have the right to a trial that could be by jury. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing will be used against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney present with you during any questioning by law enforcement. You understand these rights so far?
Yes.
Would you like a public defender to assist you in this matter?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I guess, are you planning to hire a lawyer, or how are you planning to take care of this legal matter that you have going on?
I have a lawyer already, ma'am.
Is he a court-appointed lawyer, or is someone that you paid money?
Oh, no, ma'am. He's a family lawyer.
What's his name?
Excuse me?
What's your lawyer's name?
Oh, his name is John. His name is John.
John what?
John Brooks.
John Brooks. I haven't heard of him.
I know. Nobody has. And I never heard of him here either.
Okay.
I never heard of him either. Or the other one.
Yeah. Well, because I spend all day here all the time, I've heard of him. But so you're fine to hire a lawyer if you want to, but because it's a new case, you know you're going to have to contact the lawyer and see if he's willing to take on this new case, right? He
already know about it now.
Oh, well, you just got arrested yesterday, so I don't know. Does that lawyer represent you in the other case that you have going?
The other case.
You're already on bond to, is it Judge Simmons?
I believe so, yes.
You're on bond to Judge Simmons for another case involving someone named Terry Jones. And so I'm wondering if Mr. Brooks represents you in that case as well.
No, ma'am, he do not, and that's not proven. That was a false case anyway. So that never.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out if you have a lawyer representing you, because you still have a case going, and I'm trying to make sure that you have representation if you'd like representation.
This is already crazy. Whenever you're in court on a felony case against one person, and then the judge brought up an open case that you already bonded out on against a different person, and you say what case as if you had no clue about it, then turn around 30 seconds later and confirm that you just tried to act dumb on purpose. This is when you know you're dealing with a lying lunatic. She's saying that both cases are false, the men lied on her, even the one involving a knife. And we all know men almost never call the police on women. That's how they get away with half the crap they do. So for 2 different men to have complaints against her, we know something is up with this lady already. As for the attorney, you don't have to use a public defender if you don't want to. Sounds like she's making up a fake lawyer or something, when all she's got to say is, no, I don't want the public defender and I'll represent myself. But she's going to go through all this lying anyway. Let's go ahead and keep watching.
No, ma'am. I don't need a court-appointed lawyer at all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. I am looking at Mishbar, and there is not a John Brooks license within the state of Michigan. So
Okay, ma'am, so what do you want me to do at this point? Hire a lawyer or what?
you can hire a lawyer, you can have a public defender, you can choose to represent yourself, but I would suggest that's a bad idea.
So the lady just lied for no reason. It's very easy. You don't want a lawyer. You choose to represent yourself. Say that you're going to represent yourself and move on.
Say what? Oh, it was a bad idea to represent myself.
Yeah, it's usually a
bad
bad idea to
idea?
represent yourself when the other side is a lawyer who's got a lot of training and you're accused of serious things.
Okay, yes, ma'am, but like I was saying, I'm okay. I know my charges, I know my rights, I know the law. So at this time, no, I don't want a lawyer at all. So when I go to trial, if that happens or whatever, on this case, he can't represent me.
Who can't represent you?
This lawyer right here. This man
Well,
right here.
I don't know. The public defender's office has 26 lawyers. So just because he's here today doesn't mean he would be the lawyer that they would assign. They might assign somebody else from his office.
Okay, well, that should have been made clear to me. Because right now he said he's my attorney, or he could be. I don't want.
He's just here for today. He just represents the office today, but they have 26 lawyers.
I'm sorry.
So it could be somebody else entirely.
Okay, wonderful. Let it be somebody else then.
Okay, so do you want me to ask for a public defender for you?
Yeah, and make sure it's not him or John.
Well, that's gonna be up to his boss. His boss decides who gets assigned, not me. Okay.
Wonderful. Oh, yes, ma'am. Well, whatever.
Okay, very good. Now, I see that they're saying you're on bond. Are you on probation or parole in any court?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
She's got this attitude like they're wasting her time and dragging her in court for no reason. Ma'am, you committed crimes. That's what got you here. If you don't want to be bothered, don't want to be in jail and talk to these people in court, how about stop running around cutting up? Literally.
Don't believe that. Oh, yeah. Check your records. It's in there. It's the truth. That.
And that right there is when I would have kicked her out of the courtroom. The judge said, and she just kept saying, being disrespectful. I'm sorry. She should have been held in contempt right there and let her come back a couple of weeks now with a better attitude.
Oh, yes, ma'am. That's still a good number. I don't have a cell phone. Don't want one. The government.
Okay.
That's my address, ma'am. I have
Okay,
an
but the phone number is your mom's phone number.
Yes, ma'am. I don't have a cell phone. That's emergency contact. My mother's phone, emergency contact. Been that way ever since I was 2 years old. Check the records.
I don't know what records you think I would be able to check. We
I
don't
don't
keep
know,
records like that.
whatever. I don't know how you follow down.
right.
I have an uncle named Brooks or whatever.
Okay.
You do your job, I do mine.
No way, she's gotta go. The judge is trying to verify her contact information, her physical address, and her phone number. She said that was her physical address, but she didn't have a phone. So she told the judge that the phone number that she had was her mother's phone. And that's the way to reach her since her mother has been her emergency contact since she was 2 years old. And honestly, right now, this lady is acting like a 2-year-old, so I guess it makes sense.
Attorneys. Damn. It's too close. Your ass. I don't want that shit.
All right, Mr. Sarts, I've heard enough from Ms. Jackson. Anything on bond I should know?
Thank you, Your Honor. She's not a flight risk. She has stable connections to the community. Respectfully, I would ask for a low cash bond. She was on bond at the time that she picked up these charges, so she would not be eligible for personal cognizance bond. And perhaps I would request a CMH referral before she's released.
Please, you out your mind.
No, ma'am, you're obviously out of your mind, and that's why you need a CMH referral. She's mad because he suggested a mental health evaluation, and then she's up in court talking stupid to the judge, doing all this cursing about racism when that has nothing to do with her behavior and why she's there right now. I'm still trying to figure out how she was able to talk like this, cursing and disrespecting the judge, and she's still there. Oh yeah, because she's a modern woman and they can do whatever they want.
Whatever, I do what I want.
What you say? Man, you crazy in the mug. CMH. You don't know nothing about CMH.
Well, I can see in 2014 your client was found not guilty by reason of insanity. So,
he ain't my
and
lawyer.
the charges at that time were
I know my rights.
assault with a dangerous weapon, 2 counts, disturbing the peace.
Really, that punk. You ain't nothing to me, boy. Yeah, boy.
Ms. Jackson, please
What?
stop yelling at him. I'm trying to complete your arraignment.
And I'm trying to let you know he ain't my lawyer.
Okay, that's fine. Stop yelling at him. I'm deciding your bond right now. You keep yelling at him. It makes me think that you're not going to follow court orders.
Why would I have a bond, though? Why would I have a
Because
bond?
you're charged with crimes, so I have to set a bond.
Yeah, but I thought you knew the law. And I don't understand why they're talking about letting her bond out when she's got 2 open cases of being violent towards people. The first bond should be revoked because of this right here. But allowing her to be disrespectful like this in a courtroom, she's getting away with way too much.
A crime that I did not commit? Are you serious right now? Okay, let's do this. Let's take it all the way to the top judge. You gonna charge me and give me a bond without a crime? My God, where they do that at? Only in America.
Okay.
Come on now.
As part of condition of release, I'm going to order no contact with Mr. Mills, but I'm not going to put a distance on that because I was trying to let Ms. Jackson maintain her address, but she keeps acting like this. I'm definitely going to change
My
my mind.
address, I told you my address. 3200.
I heard you. I heard you. I heard you. I'm saying if you want to be at that address, then you need to follow court orders. And if I can't trust you to follow court orders, then you can't be there because Mr. Mills is going to be there and he can't be threatened.
Mr. Mills, ma'am. Who is Mr. Mills? I don't even know Mr. Mills. Who is he? You talking about
Apparently
Jack?
he is. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Okay.
Mr. Mills, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not Mills. I'm sorry. His name is Williams. I'm saying his name wrong. Oh, I'm
Come on,
actually
what
realizing the affidavit calls him Mr. Williams.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
The complaint calls him Mr. Mills, but it says he is the building supervisor for.
Okay, all right, ma'am. Okay, you're right. Okay, but his name is Jeff. We call him, I don't know nothing about no Mr. whatever.
Okay, so you need to stay away from Jeff until we get this sorted out.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Yeah, I can stay with him. But he gotta stay with me. That's where I live. That's where I live.
Yeah, but he works there, so you
And
see
I
him
pay
coming
rent
the other
there.
way.
I pay rent there.
Yeah, but he
So
works
what's the matter?
there.
Because he worked there. And
Okay.
I can't live
I'm
there.
gonna have to change my bond decision in just a second here if she doesn't stop.
I stop, ma'am. Please just understand what I'm saying, though. How can
No,
I
you're
stay in
not
my
listening
home?
to me. You're spending a lot of time yelling at me and not listening.
Okay, then you.
Okay. Bond for this matter is set at $5,000, cash or surety, subject to the following conditions. You must not leave the state without permission. Do not commit crimes. Notify the court if you change your address or telephone number. You must report to pretrial services on the first business day after your release. Do not use alcohol, marijuana, illegal controlled substances. Do not possess or purchase a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. No dangerous weapons allowed. You are not to engage in harassing, intimidating, stalking, or threatening behavior. Do not assault, harass, intimidate, beat, molest, ruin, or threaten Jeff Mills. Do not have any direct or indirect contact with Jeffrey Mills. I'm referring you to CAPS for an evaluation as to whether any services are necessary at this time, as you have had a prior not guilty by reason of insanity in your conduct here today. Makes me wonder if you are compliant with any treatment protocols.
No way. Only $5,000? No, she should have held her in contempt for at least 30 days, just for an attitude adjustment alone. And the bond should have been set high at least, but really completely denied considering that she's already out on bond that was given to her by another judge. She's crazy, she's violent, she's out of order, and you're gonna let this fool out back on the street?
All right, now I have to address the issue of the bond violation. All right, Ms. Jackson, I've been given here, let's see, an allegation that you violated the conditions of your bond. It says here that you violated your bond on August 25th at 11:25 in the morning when you were observed on video in possession of a knife threatening Jeffrey Mills. That violates the conditions of do not commit a crime and do not possess or purchase a firearm or dangerous weapon. If you have violated the terms of your bond, you could be arrested without a warrant. Your bond could be revoked. You could be in contempt of court, for which you could be sentenced to up to 93 days in jail and for $7,500 in fine, separate and apart from that which you already face.
Look at her continuing to be disrespectful. It's extremely frustrating to see the judge allowing her to sit up here and act out like this. It's horrible.
Mr. Sarge, anything else for bond on this, or for a consideration of this bond violation?
No, Your Honor. She's not a flight risk. She has plenty connections with the community. I would reiterate my request for a CATS referral if she is going to get an interim release. Thank you.
I believe when I looked up the charge, the prior charge was a controlled substance offense with an assault offense. And then what we have here alleged is a new assaultive offense.
Insane brain. Not guilty for the reason of insanity, ma'am. Is that what you said? I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. Can I speak? I'm sorry. Okay. Ma'am? Ma'am? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Forget it. Just do what you're doing. I understand. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah, whatever. Ain't doing much anyway.
Okay, based on the new alleged assaultive conduct involving a weapon when there was a on prior assault, I'm going to order remand until she sees Judge Simmons.
Oh boy.
All right.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Just give a hoop to
All
me.
right. Mr. Sarge, anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Jackson, you're all set for today.
My apologies. What were the PCCs and?
There's no reason why this woman shouldn't have been held in contempt. 93 days, the full 93. The patience they showed this woman was unbelievable, and the disrespect they allow her to get away with is just crazy. This is how she's acting in court, speaking to a judge. So how do you think she's behaving in the streets? This woman is dangerous. She's crazy, obviously. She should have been held in contempt, serve her time whenever she's found guilty from these cases, and then send her to a mental hospital because she's definitely a nutcase. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below. Let me know what you think about this. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.